10 celebrities who predicted their own deaths. Number 1. Aaliyah. Aaliyah was only 22 when she died in a plane crash. A month before her death, she gave her last interview. She told a German newspaper about a recurrent dream. Someone is following me. I don't know why. I'm scared. Then suddenly I lift off, far away. How do I feel? As if I am swimming in the air. Free, weightless. Number 2. Bolan, the glam rocker, was scared of driving. He never obtained a license. Bolan also had a lifelong belief that he'd never live to see 30. In 1972, T-Rex released the single solid gold Easy Action. It contained the lines "Life is the same and it always will be, easy as picking foxes from a tree." On September 16, 1977, Bolan died 2 weeks before his 30th birthday. The car he'd been in crashed into a tree. The license plate read Fox 661L. Number 3. Twain. Twain was born in 1835. It was a year when Halley's Comet was visible. Twain jokingly said, "We came together and we must go out together." 76 years later, in 1910, Halley's Comet passed Earth again. Twain died the next day. Number 4. Patsy Cline. Klein's career only lasted about 5 years. In February 1963, she was talking to her fellow singer Ray Walker. "I've had 2 bad ones," she told him, meaning car accidents. "The third one will either be a charm or it'll kill me." A week later, Klein died in a plane crash. She was 35. Number 5. Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, and Janis Joplin both died in the fall of 1970. Both were 27 at the time. Morrison, who turned 27 in December, told his friends, "You're drinking with number 3. On July 3, 1971, he was found dead in a Paris apartment. Number 6. John Denver. Denver's debut record featured a demo called Babe by 8 Go. It was later covered by Peter, Paul, and Mary. Their version was renamed Leaving on a Jet Plane. The lyrics describe saying goodbye to a loved one. The protagonist is getting ready to fly away already. "I'm so lonesome I could die," Denver sang. In 1997, Denver died in a plane crash. Number 7. Pistol Pete Maravich. Pistol Pete was one of the top NBA players of his time. In a 1974 interview, the 26-year-old was asked about his plans. He said, smiling, "I don't want to just play for 10 years in the NBA and then suddenly die of a heart attack at 40. He ended up retiring after exactly 10 years in the NBA. He died of a heart attack at 40 while playing a pickup game. Number 8. John Lennon. In a 1965 interview, Lennon reflected on the Beatles' popularity. "Will either go in a plane crash or will be popped off by some loony." On December 8, 1980, Lennon was shot dead by a deranged fan. George Harrison was stabbed by another unstable fan in 1999, but Harrison survived the attack. Number 9. Tupac Shakur. Tupac, aka Tupac and Machiavelli, was a rap superstar. In 1995, he was briefly jailed on sexual assault charges. While in prison, Tupac was interviewed by Vibe magazine. "This is my last interview," he said. "If I get killed, I want people to have the real story." He was killed in a drive-by shooting on September 13, 1996. He was 25, and his murder is still unsolved. Number 10. Kurt Cobain. At 14, Kurt predicted his entire life to a schoolmate. Kurt said he'd be a superstar musician, get rich and kill himself. "I'll go out in a blaze of glory like Jimi Hendrix," he said. Neither boy realized Hendrix's death was not a suicide, but Kurt did become rich and famous. He killed himself at 27, the age Hendrix was when he died.